Flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. First down, Murray. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. The 20. 10, touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson now steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got Rodgers. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. Murray now. 20! It's complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They run it with Jacobs, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Jacobs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Sack City, baby. Coming to you, coming to you. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Back, back, back. Contract, spell.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on third down, Murray, and he's going to go down again. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Chester Wright. It'll bring up second down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
On second down, Jacobs. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. It's Hill. Complete. 27 yards there. A 1st down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kiki QT with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I can't believe they let you play.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Hill. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking at.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out to his left. He'll run it. Finding room at the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Murray to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Open man right side is Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Shark. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Murray. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for this.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at
up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What? Line 90. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, son. Friday.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 68 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 24 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Rush 20. Rush in.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now he's going to, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton, now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
2 times. Hey, we gotta get it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Throwing on second and long. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
To the set. Ready, ready.
Newton looking to throw on third and one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 80. Switch.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Newton throwing complete to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. McCaffrey with a first down or more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the Seahawks first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Boston, and his guys will take over.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They try to...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
Second and 9.
26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And it's a fumble. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A gain of 17 yards, but it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line,
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Green 80. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run? There. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here we go. Here 47. Here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and it'll likely be an Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, But after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jason Myers on for the field at 35 yards.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
MaxDaSpartan's Seahawks 21, Cowboys 7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Check, 315. 54 Mike. Yeah. Check.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now he'll pull it down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with Procise, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
The end of the third quarter of play with the score Seahawks 28.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. This is Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Cooper was the target there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rolling to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they...
Yeah. One up and up is nice.